let's see if we got things working. I had to go through all kind of problems just to even get away today. I kind of didn't plan to get away today, but since it was in my backyard, why not? Come on, dude, move over. A lot of lightning. I was actually outside trying to get things going a little while ago because I had major USB problems. I didn't even put the second computer in here. I had major USB problems. And sorry about the playback. I just got to make sure everything's okay. All right, so none of my USBs were working. None. The three on board plus the powered USB hub, which I'm only using 4 ports off of that, or 5. I can't remember. Got a Wi-Fi, mouse, GPS, a camera, and a tethering. Yes. So my Stream Deck, my front camera on the capture card, none of it was working. And I basically had to start from scratch and do research. Figure out why. And luckily, and knock on wood, and I've got some wood here, I could knock on my head if I wanted to, but luckily I went into my USB controller stuff in Device Manager, and I basically removed or uninstalled everything. And then I shut the computer down, booted it back up. It would automatically reinstall all of the stuff that's supposed to be there. And I did that. Lo and behold, my mouse came back to life. Everything came back to life. And I'm doing all this in a severe thunderstorm warning, but I'm under my garage carport area. And at one point, me being a ham radio operator, I've got towers and stuff out there, so there's a lot of metal in the air. Well, I actually heard an arc sound at one point, and I'm like, okay. I had the doors open, and I said, okay, I'm getting inside the vehicle, so I got inside. But anyway, everything got going again, thank goodness. Because tomorrow could be interesting. But tomorrow in Central Texas depends on other things. Early convection, all that stuff. But don't worry about today anyway. Today first, tomorrow next. Today first. So I've got this severe thunderstorm. It might have some half-inch hail in it. Nothing extreme out here really, but hey, it's all happening at home and 30 minutes from home, and this thing may be weakening a little bit now. I don't know. It looks like it on radar anyway. Still got a little notch down on that south side of it. Where's my velocity? What are they doing? Right there, Carmine. Whoa. Big lightning bolt behind me. Thank goodness everything is working again. It's been yesterday, and I moved my front camera setup. I moved everything that mounts up there. I rebuilt the base, the whole 9 yards, and reinstalled the camera. So now the camera on the front, this one, is no longer going to have that splash effect from the windshield wiper. Like from the driver's side windshield wiper, this camera was about 8 inches farther to the right, so it got that splash off the top end or the front end of the driver's side windshield wiper all the time. I think I saw a comment the other day about somebody saying they were mesmerized by the splash of the windshield wiper on that side. I had been meaning to get rid of that and do this for a while. I just never got around to it. Yesterday I just said, I'm getting it. No, it was Saturday, I guess. I said, I am going to get it done. Yep, it was Saturday, yes. So I said, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get this moved. I don't like the splash there either. And as you can see now, there is no splash. You've got a nice, clean view. Now, if I turn it to the right, you'll see some of that splash. I got to go pretty far to the right, though, to get into that. I also raised the base of I put an extra base underneath the bottom of it to raise it by another, I think it did 3/8 of an inch. Give me a little more clearance of my my control arm. Because many times I'd have to pull the computer a little farther back so that control arm wouldn't hit it if I tilted upward. Well, I have now eliminated that issue because now I can take it up to there and easily take it up. I also had to redo my overlay too. For some reason it didn't want to take it, so it's not perfectly positioned with the back one, the back camera. As you can see, it's going to move. It dances. It moves a little bit, I think. Yeah, it moves a little bit. That's okay though. That's okay. So essentially, I'm trying to get south of this. I want to be on the south side of it. So I only have to go about, maybe from home, maybe, oh, we went up 2-inch hail? Yeah. I'm only 30 to 35 minutes from possibly being able to get on the south side of this thing. It's like the core may be headed to Brenham, Texas, but it's also trying to take that a little bit of a southeasterly path. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning somewhere. Or is it probably an extension of this one? Hey, the tornado potential today is not 0. And there is a little interesting shape of the storm, a little interesting little bit of commotion going on back down here, right around Carmine, Texas. Yeah, they just extended this and shifted it just a little bit south, more south, so that falls in place with that southeastward movement. So basically north of Highway 290 near Carmine. I'm interested in that little area. You can see it on reflectivity. You see the little notch in there. And on my other device, I've got the velocity. It doesn't look impressive, but there's something there. There's something there. So I'll head down here and check that out. Let's see, I don't think I would want to go 290, because 290 would take me right up into the heart of it. Let's see, I've got Highway 109 south of Brenham, which would put me in a bunch of trees. I wouldn't get far enough west to take, is it 1155 or there's something, no, not 11, I don't know. I know it. I know the highway. I don't remember the number, but I know the highway anyway. Let's see, what other option? Let's see, I've got, if I go south, Wish I'd have put my mapping computer in here, but I didn't. I don't remember if there's a cut across from Highway 109 south of Brenham. That one runs back to the west-southwest. Can't remember if there is a cutoff. Let's see, there's 389. That wouldn't work. I'm just trying to think, so if I go silent, it's because I am trying to think. Oh, and also the rear camera. I put a different camera on yesterday. Just wanted to try it out and see how it does. Because I was not happy with the other rear camera because it would not even let me go in and do any adjustments on the computer. It would not let me do any focus adjustments. This one, when I reinstalled this one through the software, it did give me the option to go to autofocus or manual focus and adjust manual focus. Of course, I'm not going to use autofocus, and I know it's not going to be perfect. I've got something really cheap back there. It may be, actually, you know what? I think that thing I might have left it on autofocus by accident. I don't remember. Okay, I don't know. That's a bad area, and I don't know why. Maybe it's even affecting satellite. I don't know. I may not have turned autofocus off, though, on that rear camera yesterday, so I guess I can glance at it every now and then and see if anything disrupts. Because I thought I saw it kind of go out just a little bit and then kind of focus back in. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If I get a water droplet on there, there's no telling what I'm going to get out of that. I think I actually have a little water droplet back there now. Yeah, I do. But it's not, it's up in the upper corner. Oh well, we'll see. It's not like I can sit here and play with a focus on it while I'm driving right now, so I'm not even going to attempt to make a check to see if I put it on autofocus. Hopefully I didn't. But I'm almost betting that I did. There, see, okay, there, okay. See, it just went out of focus. Now, that's going to be blurry, and I know that. I want to see if it's going to correct itself. If it does correct itself, then I've got autofocus turned on. Yep, I see it. I probably have it on. I'm going to see. I'm just going to take a check on this and see if possibly I can do this safely. There's nobody around me traffic-wise. Did I turn autofocus on? Camera control. I do have autofocus turned on. Well, okay. I don't want autofocus turned on. And I'm going to bring this focus level down, and I'm just going to try it right there. Apply that setting, click OK, click OK. Now we'll see what happens. Alright. Now I got to get back on thinking what I wanted to do here. Hail size looked like it came down. All right, let me think a minute. Let me think about my highway options down here. I may not have to go too far. Let's see. 109. If the hail's not that big, I can get close. I may go on just south of town, just on the south side. I may jump on 109. .389 would probably not work. I can actually take 389 to get to 109 though. It'll save me some time. My connection to one of my AT&Ts. I'm not going to worry too much about these connections today. I'll turn it back on and see if it'll come back. There it is. It's back. Got 2 emails. Yep, driver. I'll look at that. I'll look at that in a little while. I don't know why this thing came up with an old direction thing. End route. I don't need that route. I don't need a route. I just want to look at my highway option up here. Okay, 109. Let's see, if I took no, that's 290. If I took 389. It's a tough call. There's no outs if I had to get away. That's the problem. There's no outs if I could take either one of those. I would certainly have to. Oh, okay, I see that. Yeah, I would certainly have to. No, there is an out if I want to latch them. There's a crossover. Down to Wesley. It's pretty far out there, though. What I hate about using the map on my phone is that it doesn't match the maps I have everywhere else. It doesn't list everything because I like everything to be from one computer to the next computer, like my overlaid stuff on my radar, whatever. I want those roads and things. I want the towns. I want them to all show up. And even on the phone, it just doesn't do that. But yeah, look at the little notch on this one. I say little notch. That's a big notch, actually. I got to make a decision because in about 3 or 4 miles, I've got one of my options available. If I do 389, it's kind of a tough call. There's a bunch of county roads that cut across, but I don't know the status of those roads right now. Most of them are paved. I think I'm going to take 389 and I'm going to cut over to 109. what I'm gonna do right now. Not a big day. Welcome to the Cinco de Mayo chase day. Tell you what, I could punch down 290 and get right in that notch if I wanted to. Get through all that heavy precip first. If I'm gonna do that, I need to do it real soon. Okay, come on over, fella. You sat there, you knew the signs were way back there that said right lane, turns right only. Just a distraction. So is the guy that pulled in behind me. 389, I don't have, let's see. What? Yeah, I'm gonna do that actually. I can always pop back this direction easily enough. All clear. All clear. Maybe this light will change. Let's see, a few miles up the road, 2155 might be, that goes south, or south, yeah, that goes south. But I have to wait for a moment before I can do that. Let's go back to maps real quick. Let me confirm what I'm thinking here. 290. It's not showing it here, but I know that road exists. Oh, it exists. It's the other side of Burton. Yeah, the other side of Burton. I'll have to see. That notch is almost at Burton. Well, I'm going right into it. We'll see what happens here. Tell you what, Old Mill Creek Road would be another option too. Okay. There's the edge. There's the notch I'm looking for. Right over there in the clearing. I think I'm going to take this, this will get me back to Old Mill Creek Road. I think I'm going to take that because there will be no traffic. Or is it the next one? It is that one. Langy Lake Road cuts across, I think. Is it up here? No, I think this is the one I want. Where's the road? Where is the road? Is this the road? This is the road. Okay. Strong southeasterlies coming into this thing too, still. Should have taken my first road in the first place. So okay, the hill size has come back up to that. More defined core. Oh yeah, definitely a nicer core in this thing now. So if anybody's in Brenham, you need to watch out for this. I think I missed an adjustment on my mount, on my fluid mount up here. I loosened it quite a bit. So the camera was trying to drift on me just a little bit. Tighten it up just a little bit. See if it's going to keep drifting. It still wants to drift back for some reason. I'll figure that out later. Should be coming up pretty soon to Old Mill Creek Road. Rule of thumb, even when you're in your somewhat local area, bring a mapping computer. I hate trying to look at this stuff on a telephone. But I know this road, so I know where if I go down it, and then not this road, but the next one I'm going to turn on, I know where it comes back and leads to. And I also know there's a cut across that takes me down to 389. Another county road takes me down there, so I've got some options here. The biggest problem is visibility options. Alright, this is Old Mill Creek Road right here. Alright, so we're going to go right at this, notch. We're going to have to look inside the notch. Well, a little area of interest there maybe. Starlink probably will drop out through here. Everything might drop out through here. This is a jungle right here. Okay, should have a clear view in here. What road is this? Let's go a little more. Alright, why do you keep drifting on? I have to tighten you up some more, looks like. Oh, I forgot how limited visibility is in here. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna be able to see anything. I'm gonna give this thing a quarter mile. If this doesn't work out, I'm gonna go somewhere else. That's all there is to it. Get claustrophobia driving through this. Okay, maybe this is a little more open field right up here. Anything going on? No, not really. This still looks elevated. Yep, it's still elevated. Pretty elevated. A little clear slot right there. Okay. I know what I want to watch. This area right in front here. Folks, do you mind if I borrow your driveway, because it's the only place I can see? Yeah, so I'm watching this area right up in here. Need a little more slack on that. Which cable do I need slack on? This one. That's the area I'm trying to watch, but boy, the visibility here is horrible. See, I'm looking right at that notch. Hail core is going to probably pass north of me here for sure. Just a few miles. Okay, show me my marker. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's definitely the area to watch. It's starting to be a a lot more convection right in there, cloudiness right in there. It's looks like it's trying. I just can't tell from here. Just can't tell. All right. Let's see if I can get another location a little farther up. Doesn't look promising up ahead for sure. Vegetation wise, not at all. It's dark in here, man. You need headlights. Where these roads go. No, I don't want that road. It goes into the bottom. That's what that is. The trees are definitely inhibiting me. I think that this road, if I was to stay on it, I just can't see back in there. That's the problem. I'm gonna give it one more shot. I'm gonna go through another valley and the land of the lost in here. Opening up ahead about a quarter mile. Okay, I've got a lowering over there. I just can't get a good look at it from where I'm at right now. Let's see if I get lucky right up here. That's not it on the screen right now. That's not really my area of interest. My area of interest is more off at my 10 o'clock. Unimpressive. This might work. I didn't even know this place existed here. There. What are you doing? What are we looking? Right now, it looks like the bigger hail core is going to stay to the north of Brenham. Darn tree. I'll have to get out of the way of this tree. Nothing really great to see right now. Just what I'm watching. Maybe that. Is there a turnout right there? No, it's not. There's a gate there, but there's no turnout. This just isn't working out. I don't think this is going to do anything anyway, but worth taking a look at anyway. Not too far from home. Can't beat that, right? Got some more coming in from the west behind this, but I'm not too concerned with that. Not at this point in time. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Gosh, dog it! There's something over there. No visuals. Can't get a visual. Can't get an open spot. Turn around so I can go back and look at that. I've got a opening up here and I can actually see that. I don't see it now. I don't see it. Saw something with a little better definition there, and now I don't see it. Almost acts like my camera's lost some of its settings too for some reason. I'm gonna be in some rain here in a minute. Really close. Probably gonna start any second now. I'm going to wait for this one vehicle to pass me by, because I don't want anyone behind me. Oh man. I keep going in circles here. I keep seeing something I'm like, okay, do I want to drive away just yet? Basically moving down the road about 300 yards at a time. But I'm going to get hit hammered by rain here in a second. This looks like it's trying to get a little more surface space actually right through here. So guess what? I'm about to turn around in the same driveway again. It's going to get super wet here in just a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move on. We'll see how this one holds together. It may play right into the hands of Highway 105 eventually if it would start banking back to the northeast a little bit. If not, it would have to be basically a Highway 290 scenario heading towards Houston. We're going to go back through some jungle areas here for a little bit. Yes, I remember my way. Don't want to get lost. Still got a nice score. Actually getting reflectivity increase on this little appendage down here that's right behind me. How this camera looks. I haven't tried this thing in darker conditions. Here's a bigger picture while I'm going through all these trees. This is the only severe storm in the state of Texas right now. going really slow here, trying to look back. This intersection here is where I turned onto this road, so I'm going to take this road straight on back east. It will end up in Brenham, Texas. It almost looks like this thing has made multiple attempts at creating a little funnel. I suppose just kind of catches my eye every now and then. And no, I'm not calling it the funnel. I'm not doing that just because it's a pointed cloud. I know what I'm looking at. When I can see a little bit of turning going on over there, then it's got more merit. The cell behind this, which is a pretty messy looking thing, has gone up to a 1-inch L marker as well. Taking the same path. I think I've got a backlight filter, must be turned on the rear camera as well, but I'm just going to leave that alone for now. I mean, looking on my second monitor at what that looks like, really pretty much what it looks like to the naked eye, if I'll just look back on my own, at least on my monitor. I done got behind a plumbing company guy out here in the sticks, so to speak, and he's obviously getting paid by the hour, so he's in no hurry. We're doing all of 22 miles an hour down this road right now. Yeah, see, that's what I can have to deal with right there. See anything in here either for a bit, so there's radar again. Slow mover, that's for sure. I'm actually moving faster right now than it is. I wonder if my cruise would work at 22 miles per hour. I'm just thinking about road options up ahead of me here. 105. He's in no hurry. He's going to let me go on by. Yeah, there's definitely some light filtering. And all of a sudden I'm getting more lightning. There's a lighting something going on with that camera. I think I must have, yeah, I see it blind. Yeah, it's bouncing around a little bit. So I think I just kind of forgot to turn something else off. I will leave it be for right now. I hate to get on 290, actually. Goes towards Chapel Hill, 155, goes north, ties back into 105. In a roundabout way, of course, but it does. It's probably only going to be, I'm only going to be out here a couple hours. That's probably about it. Unless something comes up later in the day, we'll call that number 2. Same title, number 2. Part 2. How about that? Yeah. Alright, I'm coming up on Old Mill Creek. Hey, yeah, this is Old Mill Creek. I'm coming up on Highway 290 here. So, I gotta make a decision. No, you know what? I'm just gonna go around 290. I can drop back up to 105 easily enough if I do that. Still not totally over the cough, but boy, it is a lot better than it was last week, Tuesday, going into especially Wednesday. Little area on velocity, it looks like it's really started to crap out. here at South Texas Tech. It may take me an act of Congress if I wanted to get back on 290 to go east, but we'll see. And the hail size has actually come down. By the way, the only tornado warning right now is in Pennsylvania. Yeah, Pennsylvania. A little bit of a wind field and that stuff back to my west, so I might just hang here for a while right up ahead and may let this one move on. I said I'll check this rear camera out and make sure I didn't leave a setting on for like white light adjustment or something. I'm still keeping an eye on this right behind me. I'm actually, the rear camera really comes in handy to be able to look back. Back up to 1 inch. It might not be extremely difficult to get back onto 290 if I park. I'm going to go ahead and pull off of here. It may not be all that difficult to get across to get back to 290 east if I so choose. Just waiting for an opening to cross the highway. Should have one coming up right now. Next car is 500 yards away. Perfect. Keep a watch right here. I got to switch to rear camera for a minute. Let me highlight that. Rear to properties. Configure video. Let's see. What do I do? I have anything on automatic? White balance is on automatic. That should be okay. Exposure, yeah, it's automatic. Auto exposure. Let's try turning auto exposure off. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. Let's see. It's at -7. Oh, we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. I'm going to try it at -6 manually. Let's apply that. Okay, we'll try that for a while. Okay. I forgot to do one thing. Get off that. Yep. Okay, good. Yeah, that little area just doesn't look really good right now. Bigger lightning off to my right. What we're looking at is that southern tongue right here in front of me. I'm looking due west right now, looking at that south flank. Back up to the right, going back up this way. That's the main core right up in there. Tornado warning in New Mexico? No, yes, New Mexico. Must be the start of the day for all that mess over there. That was way too far to go, considering that tomorrow in Central Texas, I would have to be right back over here in Central Texas again tomorrow. So I opted out of that and just thought, well, I'll watch and see if anything happens, tries to happen locally here today, and it kind of is. Let me check my winds. Okay. Outflow. Outflow. It's not going to do anything. Just hit. Okay. And so tomorrow has its possibilities, especially locally. But there's really some conditions that are going to impact tomorrow. Will we have an MCS come through early in the morning, emanating from all the way out in far west Texas? Will that happen? Will we have some more stuff come in from the south? So there's some things that could happen tomorrow that would totally disrupt possibilities tomorrow. But at the same time, a lot of good CGs out here. So at the same time, if they don't, it could be an interesting day. Back up to a 2-inch hail core to my north, but it's not 2 inches hitting the ground. It's going to be maybe 3/4. That elevation scan is pretty high up. It's at 5,400 feet. So maybe 1 inch. Maybe 1 inch is reaching the ground up there in that core. And just when I turn and point that way, it's the lightning is kind of gone off. Yeah. New severe thunderstorm warning on this. It's going to reach out from where I am now up Highway 105 to Navasota, and basically just north of Highway 290, just on the north side of Hempstead, which is to my east. Hempstead, Texas. Keep an eye on everything. This stuff to the back to the west of this. It's catching up with it. But this next one's going to come right through here too, so I'll just keep watching. Just want to test the focus out here a little bit. Where's that blurry point? I've got a point that should get blurred. Ah, there it is. Okay. Interesting? There's nothing real interesting going on right now. Just a storm. How are we doing over here? 13.35. I'm going to shut off my Verizon. The only tornado warning right now is in New Mexico. What am I seeing over there? What is that? I can't tell. I just see something almost makes me want to think landspout type deal. The camera's probably not going to show it. Let's see. Right at the tower. It's not going to show it. It's hard to see. Or it's someone burning. That was burning something. I don't know. Nah, not going to go there with that one. I'm not going to stay with this one. I'll watch the one behind it, and then I'll probably call it a day. Actually, the development, that's okay. There's a warm front coming up from the south, and there is starting to be development right along that. That's what I want to watch for later. I mean, I may end up being out. Ooh, nice lightning right there. I may end up being out here longer than I thought, but that is moving so super slow. That stuff down there could actually, we're obviously going to have another boundary that's laid out by the convection that's up here now. So the collision of that could be of interest. We'll see. I'll have time to get lunch. I didn't even put shoes on today. I have sandals on. But I do have socks and I do have other shoes under the back seat. Always prepared. There's a nice core there though. Two-inch marker in the, oh yeah, it's got a nice core. That thing's gonna come, that was liable to come right down here to where I am after a while. Let me get a little time frame on this one. That hail core, about 40 minutes out. I can't even really see that one yet because it's behind this one. And then right here, got all this other precip coming down. That's a new warning. It's going to be, yeah, this one I was just speaking of just went warned. It's already getting a little notch in it too. So let's see, I'm to 290. A little something forming off the southeast flank as well, merging into that. It's nothing strong. This storm here is just going to continue on, probably be a little hail producer. It's going to probably continue to have warnings issued on it. The one behind it, I'll show you where we're at here. Let me just show you guys the radar real quick. You see the second warning pop up on the cell behind this one. I'm thinking seriously about heading back west. So take a look at the next one. Oh, you know what? I better plug this one up. Huh, this device went down to 10%. I forgot to plug that one in. Okay, let's get you juiced up. Let's make you happy again. There we go. Is that better? He says thank you. All right. Yep, that's the plan. Let's go back to the next one. I need to get some fuel pretty soon too. Let's see. I've got time. I don't know if I want to fight getting to the Walmart pumps. So they rebuilt the stuff for Walmart. They still didn't create more space for people. Why did we bother, you know, but whatever. Gusty winds right here. Hail cores come down now on the cell to the west. We have a tornado watch. That's likely to be, and I'm just going to take an educated guess here. It's going to be West Texas, Midland, Odessa, maybe up to Lubbock, part of New Mexico. Yeah, I'll get a little bit of fuel. I'm not going to be moving around too much today. I can't talk today. I'm not going to be moving around all that much today. I'm not going to have to drive several hundred miles today. So I'm not going to even top off the tank. I'm simply going to add up another maybe 150, 200 miles worth today. That'll give me over 300 for the day, and it's good enough. There's a guy. You'll see it in the screen coming up at convenience store right there behind me. For years, this guy is 40 cents higher on fuel than anybody else. I never see a car at those pumps. Never. And you know, think about it. Would you? I mean, that guy's he's actually $2.99, which I know to some of you people around the country or the planet for a minute, that probably doesn't sound like much, but who's going to spend $2.99 when you can come right over here and go where I'm going and get it for like $2.40 something? I don't know what the price is right now. I didn't see the sign. It doesn't matter because this is where I'm going to go because I know it's going to be less expensive. It's another one of my gripes too is about I still think that fuel tanks should be filled from the driver's side of the vehicle no matter what. Instead, you got people in here that are filling in from the wrong sides. And it just messes up the flow at the gas station. That's all there is to it. Oh. Yeah, 240 or something per gallon. Let me get a little bit here. $2.42 a gallon. 241.9, 242. Think I'm gonna go across the road over there and buy it for $2.99? Nope, not happening. We looking? Yeah, we looking. $350 miles to empty. That's plenty. More than enough for me today. Actually, you can't get over there from here. Oh! Bump! Bit of something. Oh, that's going south, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a change here. Let's see, could I do 109? I'm gonna have to do a loop around here to get to the highway that I think I want to get on. I don't know what my wife is cooking tonight. I think she said she's doing enchilada casserole or enchiladas, or she's doing something. That's always good eating. Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to that. Oh, I see the base of it back there. Okay. I think I may try that 109 highway. Let's see. That highway runs to New Ulm. Let's see. Oh, no. That thing runs down to industry. That runs to industry. That's not bad. I can watch it go by if it's not going to do anything. Which I don't expect it to do anything. But if it does something, I'll be there and watch it. Stuff back over there looks mean, but it's not. This one's going to have a little more wind in it than the last one. New severe thunderstorm warning. That's a new That's a new warning for the cell that I was just on that's heading east. Well, they're all heading east for that matter, but the one I've left behind, I want to position for this next one, and then also take into consideration development along the warm front down to the south. Well, it would be only one shot at this because of the road network. There are some roads down in this part of the country that I am not going to take. There is a good viewpoint up ahead, that's for sure, but just have to get there. I'm gonna cross a bridge on the right road. Yeah, I think that bridge is up there. Not too much further. Austin County. Alright, I'm just about far enough along. one's moving faster though, that's the problem. It's moving faster. So, why is it? Oh, is it you? Why are you doing that? I'm gonna have to replace one of my cables, apparently. Won't be the first time. Definitely got southerly flow going into this one. I want to be able to pull off because I don't need to go any farther south. Oh, that would have been a good spot right there. Is that a county road? No. I want to try. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so out here is what I want to do. I need to get back and I don't know, maybe I'll try this next hill. Oh yeah, this one's surface based. There ain't no doubt about that. Definitely surface based. I know worst case is there's a church up here. I'm gonna try this road right here. Please be paved. Please be paved. Not paved, but in good shape. Not wet. Oh, okay, we're good. All right. Get this right at the top of the hill here. Not smooth either. Yeah. Where this white rock is, it's smooth, but where this red rock is, it's bumpy. This little section's not that bad. Just be able to see. Oh man, I'm gonna go down deep into a hole. You know, I wonder. What's on this road? This turn out right back here. Not the best of spots to see because I got these trees. Well, this is not going to work. It's not good enough visibility. Now, if I turned into this driveway here and went up on this rise, I'd be able to see, but that's somebody else's property, and I'm not going to do that. Maybe even got a camera right there. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to turn around, and I'm going to look for another spot. I'm pretty sure I'll have a better view without the trees if I just go down the highway just a little bit more, because I'll come into a place. I know there's a church there. I know there's a good opening over there. It's not too far from here, just maybe a mile, maybe less. Yeah, this thing's southeastern turning, turning southeast. Get the words out right. Turning southeast. Just put a new warning out for this one. That southeastward trajectory. Need a turnout. Church is not just right up here. This right here. Okay, the area that has some possibilities. It's going to be right up in there. Yeah, that thing is shooting outflow back down to the south, over there to my left. I still have we still got southeast flow feeding into this because I've got a flag right off to my left over here telling me so. Gusting out, really starting to push. so I'm just running 2 connections. For whatever reason, that one is not even working right now. Extending the area of the severe thunderstorm watch now. It's going to include south, and we've got the stuff coming up from the south. Okay, that came up, but we're not getting I'm not getting data from this one for some reason. Move up just a bit. here, I get into trees, hard to see. I'm right on the edge of the precip. Welcome back to tree country. Crossing the line from Austin County into Washington County now. While I'm in this, I'll just give you an overview real quick. There is the expanded severe thunderstorm watch. See the stuff coming up from the south now, from that warm front. That warm front will be, supposedly will be one of the triggers tomorrow, focal point, across central Texas. Here we've got a northwesterly flow, so this thing, the outflow has reached here. Whoa! I always do the whoa when lightning strikes something. It hit that tower over there. That's a power plant, like power substation. It hit that, yeah. It hit that tower, that tallest tower right there. Yeah, I could have taken Hall Road right over to that station, that power station, but I don't want to really be sitting there. Nothing really of interest on velocity. Well, maybe not. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Got a little bit of something like maybe a little bit of rotation right here to the southwest of Brenham. Uh, it's going to be just to my left. Okay. I'm going to get right close to the precip here too. That's going to make it tough. That would be right on. Where would that be? I need to stop somewhere. I need to get a good read on this. Looks like there could be a little couplet trying to develop. Seems odd though it would that right at that location though. We would be pretty much pointing right at it. Pretty much going right towards it, but I don't see anything. I don't even see a looring here. That's gonna be right maybe on that backside. I don't know. Nah, it's nothing really. It's just of a little bit of interest. At least a little bit of interest. It's gonna start raining hard. Got a 2-inch hail marker and a new core right here. It's not going to be 2-inch hail falling in Brenham, Texas, though. 5,700 feet. Is that the latest? 7? I'd like a new one. No, I don't know. I don't know. It's a hard read, and looking at the clouds, I don't see this. Just up in the mid levels. Yep, we're getting some hail now. Nothing too big in this. One network right now. Obviously, Starlink is not going to work in this. Not for the life of myself, I don't know why my tethered connection is not. It's not working. Oh, that road's closed. Take that road. Coming in here to see if I can find some hail size. Assume this is solid ground. Well, can't keep it going. That one's flowing steady. I can't get... Hard to keep it going in this. I just had to turn on another Wi-Fi option. God dang it. None of the data stuff is working real good right now. I'm gonna let this one go too. Just keep going right down, right down 290. Okay, that one's working. That one's working. I don't know why this other Wi-Fi is not working. Ethernet is just waiting to get signal back. Yeah, Starlink is trying to come back. my AT&T devices is just will not connect. For whatever reason, it will not connect. It was working earlier and then it decides to take a dump and just doesn't want to work anymore. Turn that port off manually here. Weirding me out why it's doing this. Starlink still didn't come back all the way. And my other AT&T device is still not entering into the equation. I don't know why. Well, let me look at what's the status? Network. Channel 17. Net Wi-Fi is good. Net Wi-Fi is good. If I change adapter options, what's the options? Okay, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi 2, Ethernet. Ethernet 2 is disabled. That's fine. Local area connection. That's fine. Ethernet 2 is disabled. Let me try and enabling on that. Ethernet 2.
thought it enabled the device. It says it's enabled, but on the computer it says it's disabled. Diagnose the connection. Okay, resetting Ethernet 2 adapter. Why is it doing that? I would think that Starlink would have come back up by now, too. The stuff coming up from the south is not looking impressive. Ethernet 2 does not have a valid IP configuration. Can't fix it, okay? Don't know why. The status of that connection. No internet. Okay, but it's connected. Speed 1.0 gigabytes per second. Okay. Change the setting on this. Orders Ethernet. Configure. Let's see. Internet protocol 4. P6. Configure. Says the device is working properly. Driver details, update driver middle. Details, events, device install, requested, device configured, device started. Power management, allow the computer to turn the device off to save power. Don't want to do that. General, it's working properly. Driver. Starlink is now back. Finally got all this heavy rain out of the way. Well, I don't know about my second AT&T device, why it's doing what it's doing. It's something else I guess I'll have to research later. To head back over. I'll have a good meal waiting for me at home tonight. I may not stay out here too much longer actually. Right now I'm going to go make a pit stop and have just a little snack. Hold me for a while.
Dark. Whoa. Okay. I definitely need a camera adjustment for dark. Uh huh. Yeah. Makes me not want to stop at this store. I am not going to stop at this store. There's too much going on here. I guess I'm just knocking my phone offline again. A lot of water fell here, that's for sure. I couldn't help it, sorry. I'm on a college campus, a couple of students walking down, and I couldn't help it. The water's all the way across the road, and they screamed because they got sprayed by me. Yeah, I'm gonna call it an early day today. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hit a store. Actually, yeah, I'll stop at one heading out of town. I'm not real interested in the stuff coming up from the south either. I guess it's a good thing I got out here today anyway. I found all those USB problems. And I still have an existing problem with whatever reason my third AT&T device is not connecting. Not that I really need it. They had some hail here in town, I can tell by the leaves laying on the ground. Looking at some of the vehicles, I don't see any issues with vehicles here. So it probably wasn't very big. guess when I get home later, I'll just try to diagnose why I'm losing. I've lost the AT&T side of number 2 AT&T connection. Looks like we got a little issue of some sort up here. We got fire trucks, police. I think what probably happened here is they probably had water come all the way over the road here. Yep. Yeah, because they got cones laying against the fence and everything over here. Oh yeah, wow. You can see the water coming down that. Yeah, there's probably some water issues in some spots for sure. That was a lot of rain. Oh, there's the hail. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. No, that wasn't hail. I think that was rocks. Actually, I thought those are all rocks. I think this whole street was practically a river at one point. Yeah, there's just too much, there's too much brightness on that back camera. I'll have to make an adjustment on that, I guess, and bring the, whatever it was. I'll get it straightened out and make it a little bit better, I think. While I'm sitting at this red light. Let me see if I can do something with this. Brightness? Is it the brightness? Maybe? No. Yeah, it might be the brightness. Let's leave that right there. Those looking controls in, exposure -6. I left the exposure at -6. Let's just say okay on that. Let's just say okay on that. That still doesn't look quite the way it should. All right, I'll get back to that. I'm gonna leave it there for now. Different camera, just gotta try to figure it out the best way I know how. Darn thing's so sensitive to light and dark conditions. You gotta find that happy spot somewhere. Yep, all the streams and everything around here are filled up quickly. See how this creek is up here. Crossing under it now. It doesn't look bad. That deluge came down right there in town, looks like. It wasn't bad here. I mean, there's still a lot of water here, but it may have been heavier right there in town. Especially right there where you got concrete and everything else. Man, that stuff's, you know, it's gonna flood. So I'm gonna make a stop at a store here. I will leave this on for a little while longer. I have some diagnostics I'm gonna need to do. Work on that camera a bit, and I need to work on whatever the reason is that my AT&T number 2 connection, it will not pull an IP. We'll leave you on radar for a bit.
Alright. Looks good on the rear, on the back side. Yeah. Why is that like that? It shouldn't be like that. It should be like that. Okay. You hear me crunching, there's a reason. It's because I'm eating. Make one check of this. Not quite showing the definition. I think it's a little too hot myself. Yeah, that's not good. Not the brightness. Little black and white. Okay, what is the deal here? And then I have to get a water droplet on there to really make it hard for me to do anything. Trust me, that's not what the sky looks like behind me. See the exposure off. Wait. Okay. I did try a different exposure today. Now, brightness a little low. Sharpness good.
close to something here. There for now. It's kind of what I see behind me with my own eyes. So, okay. Cells down south of I-10 went severe too. Take a look out west. Where your tornado watch is. Southeastern New Mexico. Parts of far southwest Texas. But that doesn't concern me today. Come back home. Hail up there to my northeast. Cell down around Hempstead that came through Brenham earlier. About 5 minutes away from probably calling the stream a day. Call it a day, shutting the stream down. Dang it, that still didn't look right. To work on this some more, I guess. I've still got too much brightness in it. That's way too bright. Configure video. Let's see. Is the white balance just too much? Left that on auto. I'm gonna leave it on auto, but that's too much. There. Why did the brightness go so crazy? Okay, and the contrast. It's a little more realistic right there. Let's see. That's a little more realistic. Look, honestly, until I do new camera stuff, it's gonna cost a chunk of change to do. I'm gonna make do with what I have for the rest of the year or this season. This could complicate tomorrow, as if there wasn't enough stuff already to complicate tomorrow that's supposedly was going to occur tomorrow. I guess we'll see. Lake Dam. Now I'm coming off of the lake dam. Coming off of the lake dam. I'm on my way home. Curious what kind of rainfall did I get at home. Nothing by comparison to what happened south of here though. 0.62 at my house. It's probably, I don't know, I have to go look at my stats, but it's probably, oh, today is what, Monday? Let's just look at the last 4 or 5 days. I've probably had 5, 6, 7 inches, I don't know. I actually have my window open to shut the stream down. So I kind of glanced at a couple of comments. Really ain't no deer moving in this kind of stuff. Dude, had your blinker on. Shoot. He had his blinker on but kept going straight. Huh. Yeah, I saw a couple of comments. Let's see. Well, Lisa, I wasn't planning a stream anyway because I was pretty much going to just take the day off. But I figured, what the heck, this is close to home. I might as well go take a look at it. And later tonight, I'll dig into tomorrow. I know I'm going to be scratching my head about tomorrow. I had no intention of driving all the way out to far west Texas today. Just to conceivably have to be right back in the same area tomorrow. Nah. Love it, don't love it that much. I think I'm gonna stop at a convenience store that I regularly stop at. Give me a drink to take home. Something to wash these Fritos down. That's what I've been eating, Fritos. Sometimes I have a craving for Fritos. I left back at some of the snack food I used to carry several years ago. I actually carried sardines and crackers. If I was sitting in the middle of nowhere and I knew I needed just a little bit of nourishment, I'd break open sardines and crackers. I gotta open my console up again. I just need change for this. Oh, what did I do with that other? Oh, that other dongle's still on that other microphone. Wow. Okay. Oh, they finally rewarned the storm of the south. See, a lot of times I stop here and get a refill. I leave change here, pennies here all the time. This time, I'm going to give them the exact change. I'll be back in a minute, and with all likelihood, I'm going to shut the stream down within a couple of minutes of me getting back out here. I'll be right back. Enjoy the view of the store. I got my feet wet. Got my feet wet. Why do I crack you up? Since I'm sitting here with this window just itching to hit that end stream button. This comment is up. Why do I crack you up? Because I was eating Fritos? Oh, you know what? I forgot something. I forgot something. So, I'll be back in a minute. I forgot to get something. Imagine that. Now I got everything. Oh, enjoying the view of the store? Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, that's my extra key. Well, I think I've got it all together. So now this cat's going to do something that really irritates me to no end. Park in a handicapped parking spot. He's probably more able-bodied than I am myself. That ain't cool. Okay. I must replace a device cable. It's starting to get a short in it, I think, but how many times have I twisted and turned and dropped the device, messing up the cable right at the connector. Those laser thin wires they put in there anyway aren't worth a crap to start with. Let's see, I'm gonna go this way to go home. I'm gonna stay off that. There's road construction going on a county road going towards my house. And after the rain, I don't want to go down that because it's just going to be a mess. And I figured I'd be streaming a couple hours today too, once I left. Let's see. Check the radar. Check the radar. Hey, this is, oh, there's only one. I thought I was going to catch it because this one was warned again. This is what I was about to do. Was they did not warn the cell that is east of Brenham on 290 headed towards Tomball until just like a few minutes ago. But there was a moment where the watch box is. There was not a single severe storm inside the watch box, but there were severe warnings outside the watch box in 3 locations, I think it was, or 4 or something. And I was just going to say, that's just something I always lead into. Flood advisory for my county. How about that? Knew that was coming. So my point was, don't ever go by those lines that are drawn. That are drawn. I don't know if they still do it. They used to be where if you are in or close to the watch area, okay, meaning or close, it means if you're close enough to it, you know, if you're county out, consider yourself in. You got to draw the line somewhere, right? But in a way, it's an imaginary line. Yeah. So, what's going on here? I got some more stuff coming up to LaGrange. This atmosphere is so worked over. There's not going to be anything but severe warnings for some hail, or that's really about it. I don't even want to try to figure out tomorrow. My God, I went to bed last night confused with it. Like, okay, it could go good. It could go just meh, you know. I think it's even more complicated. I venture to say tomorrow. Now, I know we got the upper level low moving across. We're going to have dry line encroaching farther east, and we're going to have the warm front moving north. If I do anything tomorrow, I think it's going to be at that dry line. I can't go this slow. It's going to be at the dry line, warm front intersection, somewhere in that quadrant to the southeast of that intersection. I got to see what the timing of the upper level low. I'll figure it out. And would you believe it if I were to say that I may stay home and not go anywhere tomorrow? Believe it, because I just might. You never know. never know about me. I want to get to my next turn off, and I am going to shut down the stream. If for any reason I see the need to get back out later, which I probably won't, forewarning, I probably won't. It's simply going to be Cinco de Mayo Part 2. And it probably won't last too terribly long. This is a mass of mess now, and it's going to likely remain that way for the rest of the day. But I'm going to go. I think my wife may be home by now. I don't know yet, but see her. She can make some good food for tonight, and I'm going to see my pups, and then I'll start beating my head against the wall trying to figure out what tomorrow could potentially do. I'll look for potential now. Remember, I always look for potential. What's the worst potential? Because in my mind, the worst potential is what people have to prepare for, even though it may not be probable. Possibility outweighs probability. Because sometimes things aren't probable and they happen. So if you're ready for the possibility, you're good. All right, bringing up the window. Where's the window? There's the window. Okay, that's it. 23 hours. Oh no, 3 hours. Oh, over 3.5 hours today. Burned through some data for not some real good views, but some of it wasn't bad. All right, when's the next one? I don't know, but I will schedule one for tomorrow, and we'll see. And it'll probably start earlier, based on my last look at stuff last night. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, next time.